Happy new day. Yes, my name is Ma'at Petrova, and this is Manifest a Million Meditation. Today, we are going to get in one specific that you may not be doing, which is causing you not to manifest what you want. And it's good to know what you shouldn't do so that you can do what you're supposed to do, right? That's what creates self-awareness. Once you become aware of where you're making the mistake, you can clean things up, shift things around, and do better. So, I know, many of us come from religious backgrounds, so we're used to praying a certain way. And a lot of times when we start manifesting, we start applying the way we worship to the way we manifest. And worshiping and manifesting are two different things, baby. Did you hear me? Can I get an amen? Yeah. Did you hear me? I said worshiping and manifesting are two different things. You have to learn to separate your spiritual beliefs and your religious beliefs from your manifestations. Let me tell you why. And I'm always going to bring it back to some of my first manifestations. For instance, when I moved from New York with not a damn penny in my pocket to Atlanta, that was one of my very first manifestations. I was stressed out. I had a toddler. I had tweens. All I feel is heaviness when I think about that period of my life. So one of the first things I did to start manifesting when I didn't have a drop of a dime is I started to speak it into life. I started to speak it into existence. And remember in the beginning of today, when Abasi in the comment section said, may I manifest 50K this week. And I love that. She has lofty dreams. And honestly, to some people, that's just a penny, 50K in a week, right? I was listening to Myron Golden yesterday, and he said, he was talking about the fastest way to make $1 million. And he said, some people take the slow path where, it takes them their entire lifetime to make the $1 million. Some people make it in 6 years. Some people make it in 2 years. Some people make it in 1 year. And I'm like, I've made it in a year, And then he starts getting even deeper. Some people have made it in a month. Some people have made it in a day. I have. Some people have made it in an hour. I have. I was like, ooh, there's levels to this, right? So when it comes to manifesting, one of the first things I did to manifest my biggest dreams, like I said, me moving from New York to Atlanta with not a dime, right? And I manifested some money to even get there. I started with what I had. You have to realize that you are the resource. You are the resource. You're the resource. Not the money outside of you, not someone helping you, not some loan that you're going to get, not your credit score, not your degree. You are the resource. You're the resource. In my lowest state of life, one of my lowest states, I've had many a low states, all right? The queen of low states. And that's why I'm the queen of manifesting as well, because I have all those hardships to use as building blocks to get me to where I need to be. But anyway, I use my inner resource. When I have a YouTube video, and go subscribe to my YouTube, guys. The YouTube video says, when I had nothing, I had affirmations. As simple as that sounds, but it's my inner resource. It's my thoughts. It's my feelings. It's my belief system. It's my inner resource. I didn't have to ask anyone for anything. I didn't have to look to anything to validate me. I was already validated, even in my lowest state, on welfare, could barely take care of my children, making $30K a year. A year. How was I surviving off of $30K a year? So this is the first thing we must do. You have to, again, as you know in Moon Magic, maybe you don't. A lot of you haven't taken it, but then a lot of you have. But I'm going to resort back to my program, Moon Magic. One of the first things I tell you to do is get clear. You first must get clear. Because I understand so many people are going through economical hardships right now in life, right? And me being somebody who have just come out of a deep slope and pivoting from making millions consecutively to then dipping into the valleys. Ooh, child. Over hills and valleys too. As somebody who have just come from the valleys back up to the mountains, you have to tap into your inner resources. Every time I've pivoted, I didn't pivot with money, with extra money. I didn't pivot with getting more resources. I pivoted with tapping into my inner resource. All right. So that's one of the first things. But now going back to what Abasi said. She said, may I make 50K this week? Right. And I was like, oh, that's nice. I love that. You know, some people are like, may I make 50K in a year? You know? So that's amazing, you know. That's pretty lofty, but according to Myron Golden, he made $1 million in an hour. So we got to think bigger, bitch, right? Nevertheless, that wasn't my point about, you know, how much you're asking for. That's not my point. My point is whether it is $1 you desire right in this moment or $1 trillion. You have to turn that ask into a command. You have to turn that ask into a demand. Turn it into entitlement. When I decided, see again, I didn't ask. You have to go from asking to deciding. When I made my first $1 million, right before I made it, I didn't ask the universe for $1 million. I didn't say, oh my gosh, I want to make $1 million. May I make $1 million? Can I make $1 million this year? I didn't ask. I said, I am going to be the first millionaire of my family. That's what I said. I proclaimed it. Right? I demanded it. I owned it. So that's one of the first things we have to do when it comes to manifesting. If you're not about manifesting, pulling a rabbit out of a hat, this ain't for you. This is not for you. Because I'm someone who have pulled rabbits out of hats. Meaning I've pulled something out of nothing. Because I used something to do so, which most people look at as nothing. And that thing that people look at as nothing is your inner resources. All right? So I've used my inner resources, the unseen world, the unseen qualities and value to pull something, to materialize it into reality. Right? So if you're not into working magic, this ain't for you. Have an amazing day. But if you are, stay, because this is. So as I said, when it comes to working your magic, when it comes to manifesting, when it comes to materializing and curating your reality, you have to start with commanding, demanding. We don't ask. We jump ahead of asking and we say, I'm grateful. It's already done. I'm grateful and I'm thankful. What do you do when you receive something? What do you do when you receive something? If you have manas, what do you do when you receive something? Go ahead. I'm going to wait for you to answer in the comment section. You show gratitude and say thank you. You say thank you. Get giddy and say thank you excitedly. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So that's one of the keys. One of the keys to materializing your reality is to be grateful for it. Because what do you do when you receive something? You give thanks for it. You give gratitude. You say thank you. That's after you received it, right? After you received it, you say thank you, right? Okay. So when it comes to manifesting, obviously you must say thank you now, because your reality has to catch up with your thoughts about receiving it. You've already received it. You already have it. Because if you don't act as if you've already received that thing, or you already have it in possession, then you're always going to be in want. There's a difference between want and desire. You want what you don't have. So what are you going to get if you continue wanting what you don't have? Oh my gosh. This is science. This is law. All right. I know I spoke about this being magic and everything like that. But the only reason why I call it magic is because it feels that way, especially when there's nothing. There's no material money. There's no resources that you can see before you. You know, you're living in a horrible environment. And that's the only reason why I called it that. But it's not necessarily magic. It's science. It's law. People want what they don't have. So if you continue wanting what you don't have, then you're going to continue getting what? You're going to continue getting what you don't want. You understand? It's really simple. This is law. It's law. This is off topic a little bit, just a little bit. A sister named Princella, the Queen Maker. I don't know if you all have heard of her before. But she was talking. She said, what you normally want, what you don't have, right? And then she was like, so a lot of times people go into relationships, men go into relationships saying they want the woman to be his piece. And you want what you don't have. So what does that mean? If he wants peace, he doesn't have peace. So if he comes to you wanting peace, then what's he going to give you? What's the opposite of peace? Chaos. When you come to someone, you come to them whole, wanting to compliment you, not wanting them to fill a void you don't have, or else you're going to steal theirs. You're going to steal their peace. All right, moving forward. I said you want what you don't have, right? So if you want what you don't have, you're going to continue getting what you don't want. Therefore, know the difference between want and desire. There's a difference. Desire is a passion. It's a passion. It's a passion that drives things. Want is the thoughts of a beggar. Someone who doesn't have, right? So know the difference between wanting and desiring. Now, if desire is a passion that drives things, when you're in a vehicle, what do? You drive, right? So your manifestation is the vehicle. It's your car. It's your dream car. The passion is the drive. Know the difference. You need drive. You need, and the passion, right, being the drive, is what pushes it through. So a goal without passion and desire will remain just that, a goal. But without that desire, you need the desire. You need the fire. You need the fire. And you need bits of inspiration here and there to win that fire, to keep pushing it forward. You need passion. You need desire. If you're like, oh, I want to live in this house. Or, oh my gosh, I'm so excited when I move into this house. There's a difference. That passion is what drives the vehicle of your manifestations. You need it. You need it. If you don't have the passion, you need to find some. And if you don't have the passion, then maybe you need to change your desire. Because the desire and the passion are the only things that pushes it through. And this is the reason why in my programs, I always tell you all to inject two things. One is the command, meaning, thank you. I'm grateful for it. Thank you. I'm grateful that I have this thing. Secondly, emotion. Emotion. I always tell you all to use your emotions. So I say, I am grateful and excited. I am living in my dream house. Always use desire, which is the emotions, and gratitude, which is you calmly and confidently stating you already have it. That's what the gratitude does. It shows that you already have it. And if you already have something, then you don't want it because it's already yours. You get me? We don't want, we desire. We have passion. There's a difference, right? You don't ask, you give gratitude because it's already yours. Don't want, you desire. You don't ask, you give gratitude. We got to stop walking around here like beggars, asking. You need to differentiate the difference between how you praise and worship to how you manifest, because they're two different things. I don't want to be disrespectful to God and make any demands on the Creator. What I look like telling God what I want. You need to separate how you worship, your spirituality, your religion, and all of that from how you manifest. They're two different things. So like I said, when I manifested my first million, I confidently said, I'm going to be the first millionaire of my family. And that year, I was. Of course, there was some work I put into it. There was some work that it was backed up by. But it wasn't hard work. All I did was meditate and visualize. That's all I did. And serviced a community. So service, visualization. Those are two of the major things I did to attract wealth. Where does the service come in? Why is the service important? Because even when I had nothing, well, at the time, obviously, I didn't have nothing material-wise. I was making a lot of money still. But I'm just saying, I wanted more, right? But I didn't output more resources, more financial resources, more products. I output more energy. I decided to start a meditation group and service the community for free. So when you want something or desire, see how I corrected myself? When you desire something, you have to reciprocate. What are you going to give in return? And no, what you give can never outgive with what the universe or what the world is going to give back to you. Because it's omnipotent, omniscient, right? You can never outgive the world, the universe. But you can humbly offer with confidence whatever resource, service, something you're going to give in return. So even without me knowing it, that this was me reciprocating. I didn't do it to say, I want $1 million, so I'm going to start a meditation group. No, I started the meditation group because I just needed to start meditating more. And as I was meditating with the group, I started to do desire manifesting. So I started to help them visualize, along with myself, whatever you desired, right? So that service ended up being my offering to the universe for what I was asking for. So what are you going to offer for your desire? What is your desire and what are you offering? In certain cultures, for instance, Akan culture, right? This is out of Ghana, West Africa. When you are going to talk to the priestess or the priest about something, right? You need some healing, you need training, you need some blessings. When you go talk to the priest, the Akan priests and priestesses, you have to bring offerings. You have to bring fruit, alcohol, soap, yams, beads, powder, Florida water, fragrances, flowers, cigars. You have to bring offerings when you're going to talk to the gods, to the priests who are connected to the deities. You got to bring offerings. And that's in this culture in particular. Because the law of reciprocity, many of us are asking, but what are you giving? What are you giving? How are you servicing someone else? What are you giving in return? I'm giving y'all the keys. I literally gave y'all the main keys already. I've stated all the main keys. But if you need more guidance when it comes to, of course, get Moon Magic because it gives you from A to Z exactly what you need to do in a 28-day process. I've already told you. Don't ask. Demand. What else have I said? I'm going to wait for you all to say. I know what I've said, but what else have I said? I've said so many things. So, reciprocity. The law of reciprocity. You want. But what are you giving? So when it comes to your goal, ask whatever you're asking for. For instance, earlier, obviously said 50K, but what are you giving in return for that 50K? What are you giving in return? What are you doing for it? What are you providing for that 50K? So what do you want? Or rather, what do you desire? And what are you going to reciprocate with? I spoke on clarity earlier, getting clear so you can command. When you cloud the mind and you cloud your manifestations, you cloud your reality, because it's not a manifestation, it's just a reality. It's one of your realities. This world is secondary to this world. This world, you seeing me right now, this is secondary to the one you're creating here. It's secondary. It's a derivative of this. So, what do you desire? What are you giving in return for it? Get clear on it. Know exactly what you desire. And remember, I said, passion, desire, is what gives it drive. It's what drives. This is your goal, right? Whatever it is, your 50K, your new vehicle, your house, your new family, your new man, your new business, your first 100K month, your first 100K minute. This is it right here. This is the goal. This is the car. Your Lotus, your Range Rover, your Bentley, your Rolls Royce, your Honda, whatever it is. This is the vehicle. Okay? The goal, the vehicle. The vehicle is the drive. Right? Goal, vehicle, drive, passion. This, the fire. This is the fire that will drive your goal to you. To you in material form. Drive the vehicle. Drive, your passion. This is it. This is what brings it to you. This is what moves it. The drive, the passion, the desire. This is what moves it, or else it will stay here. As Langston Hughes said, as a dream deferred, a dream deferred. Sitting here in your thoughts, dwindling away because it has no passion, no desire. Remember, not want, not I want, can I, may I? No weakness, no weak talk. It's I command, I demand, it is what it is. It's mine, with confidence, with your chest, shoulders back, crown parallel to the sky, in alignment, with confidence and gratitude. It's already yours. Drive and passion. All right. If you look at some of the criminals in life, why do you think some of the most worst criminals attract so much wealth? Why? Their freaking desire, their greed, their passion. I told you all. Your manifestations has nothing to do with religion. Has nothing to do with the way you worship. Has nothing to do with your spirituality. It's just your drive, your passion, how you feel about it. They have the passion for the money. They demand it, they command it. That's the difference. You got to get that weak talk out of your mind. No mother may I, no mother can I, right? No I want, no I wish. We're not doing that anymore. Well, every time I manifested a desire, I demanded it. For me to manifest this big old gorgeous house, my big old gorgeous house, I demanded it. No more weak talk. Remember that little boy when he said, strength, no weakness? Do you all remember that years ago? Strength, no weakness. So strength, no weakness when it comes to the way you command your desires. Stop asking. Stop wanting. Command. Own it. Be confident. And let me tell you something. This is another reason why our Caucasian brothers and sisters seem to attract wealth quicker and easier. Take a lesson out of their books. They feel entitled to it. They feel entitled to it. That's the difference between you and them. They feel entitled. Learn from them. You need some of that entitlement. Come on, gods and goddesses, kings and queens. Come on. You were born blessed. Your skin doesn't reflect the sun, it absorbs it. Come on. Nature is not against you. So why aren't you using your resources? Because it's with you. It's here to support you. But you act like it and everything else is against you. Oh, thank you for the badges, guys. Thank you, Evolving. So if you were already born with the entitlement, why don't you act like it? I mean, it's in your skin, obviously. If nature is showing you that it is with you because you absorb it and you become more chocolate, you start glowing a little bit more. I don't know about you, but my first taste of sun for the year after the entire winter shows me how much I need it. As much as they tell us to stay out of the sun, right? When I get that first taste of sun and I see how my skin and just how my whole appearance just upgrades, I'm like, damn, that's all my little light skin behind needed a little bit, right? I just need a little help, you know? I get light skin in the winter. But when I get that first taste of sun, that first touch of sun, and I look at my face and my skin, because I'm prone to hyperpigmentation, right? I could get one damn little bump and boom, it's dark. The sun touched my face, and that was when? That was in April, when we went to Panama City. I took Lotus and her friends. Let me tell you, I'm definitely driving Miss Daisy. Okay, that's one of my titles. But anyway, I don't mind it. I love letting them have fun. I got that sun on that beach. I looked at my face. I'm like, damn, who needs foundation anymore? You know, everything's all even and glowy. So if nature isn't against you, unlike other people, nature created by God, the creator, right? Nature isn't against you. Why are you against you? Why don't you feel entitled? Why don't you feel entitled to have what you desire, to claim what you desire? Why don't you feel that same entitlement? You're divinely qualified. Divinely qualified. Divinely qualified. You were born qualified. You don't need more skills. You don't need more degrees. You don't need more certificates. You don't need more recognition. You don't need anybody else's validation or second opinions. All you need is to know that it's already yours. And you got to really feel it with that, what? Passion and desire. How can you increase your passion and desire? You have to practice what they taught you in nursery school. It was given to you from young, 2 years old, 3 years old in nursery school. It was taught to you young. Repetition. It was taught to you in a nursery book. When the car drove up the street, the car made a left. And then the car picked up a girl. And then the car said, "Hi, girls and boys, get inside." And then the car climbed a tree. And then the car flew. Oh my gosh, the car is red. The car just fell out of the tree. Wow, the car broke to pieces. Repetition. You were taught it from young. This still applies. You love my affirmation album. Yes, by the way, guys, go listen to my affirmation album. It's called Ritual. Rich as in wealthy, RICH, Tuals, TUALS. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, even on Pandora. Okay? So anyway, repetition. Increase that desire and that passion with repetition. Repetition. All right? Increase your passion and desire with repetition. And I talked about this last week when I said, write down your affirmation morning and night. That repetition is what's going to increase your belief and confidence. The repetition. You all talk about it once and think it's supposed to just happen. When I materialized my first million, I was meditating about it and getting excited about it daily in a meditation group I created, which is this one right here, but in 2020. And this was before the pandemic. So I didn't do it because the pandemic happened. This was not a reaction to the pandemic. This was me being a creator, a leader, and setting something off that I wanted to do. Repetition. It's the repetition that materialized it. Repetition. You need repetition. All of this is in Moon Magic. If you need step by step, get Moon Magic. The link is in my bio. It'll guide you from A to Z, 28 days. Repetition. What is your affirmation? Does it include passion, which is your emotions? And does it include gratitude? And does it include what you're going to give in what? Reciprocity. And are you asking or are you demanding? All right, let's get into our meditation. I gave you enough jewels for the day. Literally, I gave you the whole playbook. I gave you the blueprint, the pink print, the purple print. Really, let's call it the red print. Because you need that fire. You need that fire. Let me tell you, you need that fire with tears. You need that fire with a surge. Yesterday, my daughter, I know my children think I'm crazy, but it's okay. That's how I always get what I want, because I'm crazy. But she had gotten a little emotional when we were driving in a car, because she was job searching. And I was like, what's wrong? I was like, telling her, when you're feeling like things aren't working out, you have to use that sadness or that anger to manifest. I have a YouTube video, how to use your anger to manifest. Anger is not a bad thing if you use it properly. You have to redirect the anger. Anger is good if you use it intentionally to where you control it and it's not controlling you. So I said, whatever you're feeling, use it to manifest. So then she got a little emotional and I was like, what's wrong? She was like, nothing, I'm grateful and thankful. I was like, yes! Tears coming down her eyes. She, face all tight. I was like, yes! Very good. Grateful and excited. Yes, it's already yours. I know I annoyed the crap out of them, but let's not let these tears go to waste. That's passion right there. When you're about to cry and you feel your eyes burn and then bloop, a drop of tears. It wells up in your eye. That's passion. That's fire. You need a little fire for that tear to drop, right? You feel it. You feel it. Your head gets a little hot, and then your eyes burn a little bit, and then the water just kind of squeezes out of your eyes. That's passion. So why allow that passion to go to waste? Use it. You're stressed out. It's the first of the month. I know a lot of you have to pay your mortgage or your rent, or don't just cry if all the money isn't there yet. Cry and manifest. Cry and use that passion to manifest. Get angry and use that passion to materialize your goals. Don't let those tears go to waste. Those tears are golden. What do you mean? Everything is a resource. Everything is a resource. It's just you need the fire with it. Add fire to everything to manifest. The tears, that's already liquid fire, right? The anger, that's air fire. Because you're like, you're hyperventilating. Your heart rate increases. That's still fire. So use that fire intentionally to get what you want, to get what you desire. Yes, tears like colostrum. That's right. Let it move you. Let it move your goals to you. All right, so let's get into this meditation. We're going to do a visualization meditation. First, we're going to do our libations, and then our stretch, and then our meditation. As per usual with the libations, you are going to respond. This is just us giving thanks, acknowledging past, present, future, giving thanks to the Creator and all the energies supporting us. You can respond by saying yes, Yao, Amen, Amin, Selah, Hallelujah, Ashe, Twat and Ter, True, Facts, whatever you choose. I have my cup of water here, so I'm going to pour the libation. So we're so grateful, so thankful, so blessed to have woken up today, Ashe. And you know what? If your moon sign is a fire sign, or even your sun sign is a fire sign, you already have an advantage, because it helps. It really does. It helps naturally. It's just innately there for you, But if you're somebody who's a little bit more bit more laid back, like a Taurus, which is grounded, a Capricorn, a little bit more calm. The Capricorn women are a little bit more fiery, so they'll be all right. But if you already have some extra fire in you through your astrological chart, it does help with having passion naturally, right? So we're so grateful, so thankful, so blessed to be loved, Ashe, to have woken up with breath in our lungs, in our body, in our blood, Ashe. We're so grateful to have these desires so we can continue to live with purpose and passion, Ashe, driving us through life with everything that we've ever seen for ourselves, we've ever imagined from a child, Ashe. This is to our younger selves, Ashe. This is to our inner child, Ashe. We're grateful to know that the elements are supporting us. The sun is absorbed. The earth is grounding us, Ashe. The breeze is showing us how to be fluid, Ashe. The water is giving us that clarity, Ashe. Yes, and cleansing. We're grateful to know that all the energies are also supporting us, Creator. We're thankful. to the Abosuns, the Antarus, Orisha, spirit guides, angels, all of the positive energies supporting us. Ashe. To our ancestors who came before us. Call out the names of your ancestors in your bloodline. Whoever passed away in your bloodline, call them out. Ashe. Just to acknowledge those who came before us. Yes, yes, yes. Ashe. Yeah. Ashe, Ashe, yes. Ashe, giving thanks to all the ancestors known and unknown, spoken and unspoken. Ashe, as we move forward into our meditation, help this be a greater step to catapult us into our deepest desires materialized. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I forgot my lip gloss over there, so even though oil has some fragrance in it, I'm gonna have to use a little bit of this for my lip. It's not gonna hurt. Actually smells like a lip gloss. One of those flavored ones. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Ashe. So we got Annie, Elizabeth, Goldie, Mary, Catherine, Ashe. Okay. As we go into our stretch, taking a deep breath in, inhaling, head back, and exhale. Inhale, rolling your shoulders back. Exhale, rolling it forward. Inhale, rolling it back. Exhale, looking to your left. Inhale, exhale, extra spinal twist. Inhale, forward. Exhale, looking to your right. Inhale, exhale, extra spinal twist. Inhale, exhale, forward. Inhale, exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Drop your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, exhale, forward. Inhale, exhale, shake left, shake right, shake left, shake right. Inhale, exhale, rolling left to right. Again. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, back down. Right to left. Sorry. Was I going the right way? No, I was supposed to go this way. Again. Inhale, rolling up. Getting into your goddess posture. Faces forward, crown parallel to the sky. Spine is aligned. Rolling your shoulders back. See? Flat. Flat back. Rolling your shoulders back. Your chest is up. Face is forward. Crown parallel to the skies. In your goddess posture. Taking a deep breath in, inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it. As you hold this breath, clearing the ways. This is the first of the month. New beginning, clean slate, a time to put the passion and drive to your goal. And exhale. Inhale. Think about what is the amount of money you demand this month. What is the amount of money you command this month? What's the first amount that popped up in your head? All right, very good. Now double it. Inhale. Inhaling deep. Holding it. Because some of you are just reaching for the nearest cherry tree. The nearest cacao tree. It's reachable. You put your hands out, you snap it off the tree. You snap the fruit off the tree. Some of you are reaching to the top of an evergreen. Inhale. Seems high, but it's not. So why reach for the top of a tree when you can reach for the stars? Why reach for the stars when you can reach for the moon? Come on. Inhale. Why are you limiting yourself? Why are you projecting your limitations into this field of abundance that we're in right now? We're in the field of infinitude. We're in the field of everything. We're in the field of omniscience right now. Why are you projecting your limitations in here? No limitations allowed here. No begging allowed here. No wanting allowed here. No insecurities allowed here. Here, you're standing face to face with your queenly self, your kingly self, your godly self. Here, and everyone else surrounding you are of your reflection in golds and whites and purples and royal blues, yellows, pinks and greens, red. Inhale. Here, your chest is up. Your crown is adjusted. Your crown is adjusted. Exhale. Inhale. Holding it. Here, your back is aligned. Your shoulders are rolled back. Exhale. Here, you look amazing. Your skin is glowing. Inhale. Here, you are smelling divine, magnetic of all your desires. Exhale. Inhale. Here, you are healthy, supremely healthy, and it shows. Exhale. Inhale. Here, right now, you're present. You are the gift to this moment, and you know it. Exhale. Inhale. Here, you are wanted, you are desired, you are needed. Your presence is required right now. Show up so you can claim it. Exhale. Inhale. Here, you are her. Say it. I am that I am. Exhale. Inhale. I am so grateful. Say it. I am so grateful and excited. I'm ecstatic. For what? What's your goal? that I have in turn given what in reciprocity for? Yes, very good. As we go into fire breaths, I want you to see your goal. Taste it, touch it, feel it in your hand, feel the texture, feel the temperature, how much light surrounds you. Who is celebrating with you? Your friends, your family, your supporters, your loved ones, your masterminds, your elders, your mentor. Inhale. Imagine they're all here for you. You called a theme. What's the theme? What color did you tell them all to wear? Oh, lovely. Nice. Inhale. And they're all looking at you, smiling, just waiting for your every word, because they adore you, because they truly support you, and they truly love seeing you win. Inhale. Your winning inspires them. It shows them they can. It gives them permission. It takes them from saying, may I, can I want, I wish, to saying, I am. Exhale. Inhale. So you don't have to ask when you've already given yourself permission by commanding, demanding, being present in, confident in, knowing you are, you have, it's already yours. You are the resource. Inhale. As we go into these fire breaths, I want you to just conjure passion, the fire. Remember, you need the fire. Inhaling, feel it, see it, taste it, touch it, hear it, and it's yours. It's yours. Fire breaths. Swift in and out, breathing through your nose. We're doing 100. As a matter of fact, we're doing 300. And as you're doing these fire breaths, feel the passion, feel the warmth, feel the fire conjuring up. Feel it. This is your goal. This is what's driving your goal. Driving it to you, materializing it for you. That's 200, 100 more. Deep and fast, with passion and clarity of thought. Inhaling deep, raising your hands up. Exhale. Hand sound. injecting gratitude, staying present in this moment. Yes. 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 Ashe. Repeating after me, I am so passionately grateful and excited. What? State your goal. It's here, it's mine. Because I provided what? With love and purpose. And I'm so grateful for this abundance. Ashe. As we go into our mantra, known to raise a low vibration to a high vibration, to change an unwanted situation to a desired one, say it with me. I am so grateful and excited. I am divinely connected to universal intelligence, love, and abundance. Anything I want to need overflows through me and to me with ease, expeditiously. I am so grateful and excited. I am divinely connected to universal intelligence, love, and abundance. Anything I desire, we're changing it, overflows through me and to me with ease, expeditiously. I am so grateful and excited. I am divinely connected to universal intelligence, love, and abundance. Anything I desire overflows through me and to me with ease, expeditiously. I am so grateful and excited. I am divinely connected to universal intelligence, love, and abundance. Anything I desire overflows through me and to me with fire and ease, expeditiously. I am so grateful and excited. I am divinely connected to universal intelligence, love, and abundance. Anything I desire overflows through me and to me with fire and ease, expeditiously. Ashe. Ashe, ashe, ashe. And so shall it be said, so shall it be done, so shall it be envisioned and felt, so shall it be lived. Because you're a god, a goddess, a king, a queen, an emperor, an empress, there is nothing you are not. Anything you desire desires you back. It desires you more. So show up for it. All you have to do is be present. Be present with it. Give it that attention. Give it that passion it wants. Feed it. Feed the flames. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Ashe. Thank you so much for joining me today. We already had our talk, so Ashe Mema. Let me see. I missed some things that you all were saying. So let's see. Can I get an Ashe? And if you appreciated today's talk and meditation, drop me a badge. Go subscribe to my YouTube. Remember, reciprocity. Reciprocity. That's the only way you're going to get what you want. Reciprocity, passion, focus, desire, clarity. Make sure you get on my newsletter. It is in my bio. I will be sharing juicy stories every Friday via email. okay, via email. And the only way you get in on it is if you are on my email list. So go to my email in my bio, also sign up via text, get on everything. So you are connected and you don't miss out and you're in the know. That matches today's sentiment. Gratefulness, definitely, and wealthy. 100% wealthy. Wealthy and gratefulness matches today's sentiment, even though all of them are about manifesting. All of them can help towards manifesting, all of them, because I created it as a manifesting album. So all of them intentionally has manifesting magic. But if you're talking about wealth, wealthy, and obviously gratefulness, because it shows you how to be grateful for everything. And when you're grateful for something, what does it mean? It means you already have it. You're not asking, you're not wanting, needing, begging. Gratitude shows you are already in possession of whatever you desire. So if you desire something, give gratitude for it, because it shows you are already in possession of it. Blessings. Have an amazing day, guys. Go get your vag elixirs, your oils, your kuchiwas, your hormonal harmony tea. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know you're going to apply what you learned today. Don't worry. Milo is over there snoring. Have an amazing day. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Make sure you join my newsletter. The link is in the comment section on YouTube. It's in my bio here on IG. All right. Or in the comment section if I post this on TikTok. All right, y'all. Blessings.